Good morning, my students. Today we're going to talk about the cell. The cell is the building unit of living organism. What is the meaning of the word unit? Yes, the word unit. Yes. Okay, let me simplify it for you. If I asked you what is the unit of the wall, what could possibly be your answer? Yes, the wall unit is rocks. Yes, blocks. Thank you. Rocks or blocks is the unit of the wall. So the wall consists of multiple rocks adhering together to form a wall. Exactly. So if I ask you the same question but according to your body, what is the building unit of your body? What would you say? Yes, we have multiple answers, but the correct answer is the cell. The cell is the smallest building unit of living body organism and also considered to be a unit structure of living organism. The cell may be the block or the rock in our body, as in the wall. So, when we're going to talk about the construction of living organism body, we're going to talk about the body consists of systems. And each system consists of organs. As we had before, the digestive system consists of organs like stomach, small intestine, large intestine, esophagus, yes, pharynx, exactly. So, we have multiple organs in the same system. And each organ consists of tissues. Yes, and the tissues consist of cells. But I want to clarify something here. The organs may be formed from different tissues. Maybe not similar. Yeah. What I mean is the organs can be consisting of similar or different tissues. But the tissue consists of symmetric or similar cells. Okay, we have two categories for the living organism. We have a plant living organism, we have an animal living organism, including humans and animals. So, a plant body consists of systems, and the systems here consist of organs. Let me highlight it for you. The plant body here consists of systems, like that. And the systems consist of what? Organs, exactly, nice. As we've said before. And the organs consist of, exactly, tissues. But in the plant, the tissues consist of what? A plant cell. So when I ask you, a plant body consists of what? Or the building unit of the plant body is a plant cell, exactly. Exactly. For an animal body like that, let me highlight it for you. The animal body consists of systems. Yes, consists of systems. And the systems, yes, organs. Nice. You've got it. And the organs consist of, yes, exactly, tissues. And the tissues consist of symmetrical cells of an animal cell. So the building unit of animal body is animal cell. The building unit of animal body is animal cell. But the building unit of plant body is plant cell. Exactly. Thank you. So, the plant body consists of, yes, the building unit of a plant body is a plant cell. So, the next question comes up in your mind. Okay, I want to see what is the structure of the plant cell, or what is the difference between a plant cell and animal cell. I want to know the difference between my body and the tree, for example. So a plant cell here consists of a cell wall and cell membrane and a nucleus. Also, we have a cytoplasm, mitochondria, and vacuoles. Yes, sap vacuole. So, the plant cell is a building unit of a plant, and the plant tissues consist of similar units called plant cells. Okay. But the animal cell is the building unit of an animal body and consists of what? Consists of a cell membrane, a cytoplasm, and nucleus, and small vacuoles. Yes, and mitochondria, of course. Yes, yes, this is an animal cell structure. It's an animal cell structure. Yes. So now I want to recognize the structure and the function for each cell. Okay. From this picture, what you can exclude from this picture? I'm sorry. From this picture, yes, exactly. We have an animal cell and a plant cell. The difference between them, obviously, the animal cell doesn't have a regular shape, exactly. Doesn't have regular, or can I say a supported shape? Exactly. But the plant cell is a square-like cell, has a shape, regular shape or supported shape. We're going to know why now. The structure of the plant cell. First of all, the plant cell consists of the first organ is the first component, is a cell wall. The cell wall is very important for the plant cell because actually it is the wall that surrounds the plant cell from outside. And the function of it supports the cell, and give it its definite shape. Exactly. So the cell wall supports the plant cell and give it its definite shape. And afterwards, the another membrane here is called cell membrane. Cell membrane. The cell membrane actually is very important because it controls the substance that enter or leave the cell. Control the substance that enter or leave the cell. So the cell wall, the wall surrounds the cell from outside. The function is to support and give the plant cell its definite shape. But the plasma membrane or a cell membrane, it is a membrane that surrounds the cytoplasm and controls the substance that enter or leave the cell. The structure of the cell, the plant cell. We're going to continue on the structure here. We have number 3, nucleus. The nucleus is very important for the cell because actually it organizes the biological operation in the cell and responsible for the cell division. So the nucleus has two functions. Has two functions. The first of all, organize biological operations. The second, yes, responsible for cell division. We have another component here called grain plastids. We can call it chloroplasts. We can grain plastids. Yes, it's the same meaning or the same structure. They are important to the plant cell and actually unique because the plant cell is the only cell that has grain plastids. Why? Because it's responsible for making food for the plant by photosynthesis process. Okay? The structure of the plant cell. The number 6 structure is a sap vacuole and a cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is a fluid that all components of the cell are hanging or suspending in it. Okay? So the cytoplasm, like the blood in our bodies, the cytoplasm is the liquid or the fluid that all the components of the cell is suspended in it. Okay, the animal cell, we have a mouth lining membrane composed of similar units called animal cell. And the animal cell is the building structure of the animal body, as we said before. The structure is a cell membrane. So, yes, exactly. The animal cell doesn't have a cell wall mass? No. The animal cell doesn't have a cell wall. This is why the animal cell have a regular shape or unsupported shape. This is why the animal cell has a regular shape or unsupported shape. So the cell membrane is the outer membrane in the animal cell. The function of it is the same function of the plant cell. Control substance that enter or leave the cell. Control substance that enter or leaves the cell. And also the nucleus here, the same function too. It controls organize the biological operations in the cell and responsible also for cell division. The cytoplasm is the fluid where all the components of the cell is suspended and the function, all biological operation occur in it. Okay. So, the differences between the animal cell and the plant cell. The cell wall is absent from the animal cell. Vacuoles also is absent in animal cell, and chloroplasts or green plastids are also absent in animal cell. Give reason and answer this question for me. I'll give you 1 minute. So, give reason. The animal cell has indefinite shape. Again, the animal cell has indefinite shape. Actually, I've said the answer before. So, I'll give you a minute. Okay, your time is up. Have you known the answer? Okay, the answer is yes, it has a cell wall which gives the cell its definite shape and support. Yes, exactly. So I'd like you to watch this video, and from it we're going to know the differences again between the animal and the plant cell.
Animal and plant cells share many similarities, since they are both eukaryotes, which means that they have a membrane-bound nucleus. Plant cells are often larger than animal cells. Well, except for eggs, the largest single animal cell is an unfertilized ostrich egg, which weighs around 1.5 kilograms. So let's discuss similarities. Both animal and plant cells have membrane-bound organelles. They also both have cytoplasm, a cell membrane, a nucleus, mitochondria, rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, a Golgi apparatus, and peroxisomes. The nucleus is where the genetic information of the cell is housed. The cytoplasm is not to be confused with the cytosol. The cytoplasm is the entirety of the cell contained by the cell membrane. The cytosol, on the other hand, is the part of the cytoplasm not taken up by organelles. The cell membrane is an important semi-permeable division between the cell and its surroundings. It allows the cell to control its own biochemistry. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. They are specialized to perform aerobic respiration, converting glucose to ATP, which is the energy currency of the cell that is used to perform functions necessary for life. Both rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum help with the production and storage of proteins. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is covered in ribosomes, which translate RNA into protein. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum makes lipids. The Golgi apparatus modifies proteins. Peroxisomes metabolize waste. Now let's get to the differences between plant and animal cells. One major difference is that plant cells have a rigid cell wall around their plasma membrane. It is composed of cellulose, providing additional stability and protection. As a result, plant cells have fixed angular shapes, while animal cells are mostly round and irregular. Another important difference between animals and plants is how they obtain their energy. Plants are autotrophs, which means that they produce their own food. Meanwhile, animals are heterotrophs, meaning that they must ingest their food. Plants produce sugars through photosynthesis, and then break down the sugar to produce energy. Animals consume other organisms such as plants to obtain sugar, which they then also break down to produce energy. Plants are autotrophs thanks to special organelles called chloroplasts, which are full of chlorophyll, a green pigment that captures light energy to drive the reactions in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants use the sun's energy to make sugar. Once the sugar is made, it gets broken down in mitochondria. Another important difference between plant and animal cells is in their vacuoles. Vacuoles in plant cells can occupy up to 90% of the cell's volume, and have a single membrane. One of their roles is simply to fill up space, but they can also have digestive functions similar to lysosomes. Vacuoles have enzymes that perform many functions and can store nutrients or provide space to degrade waste substances. Animal cells can also have vacuoles, but they are much smaller than the large central vacuole in plant cells. There are multiple of them, and they don't take up 90% of the space. Plant and animal cells both also have cytoskeletons, which feature microtubules, intermediate filaments, and microfilaments. However, these structures are arranged differently in plant and animal cells. Centrioles are present in all animal cells, but are only present in lower plant forms, plasm of two adjacent cells. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. You can also support me by following the link to my Patreon. If you have any topics you'd like me to cover, please leave a comment.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video as I did. So, if we have a simple comparison between a plant cell and animal cell, we're going to know that the animal cell doesn't have a cell wall, doesn't have a chloroplast, doesn't have a sad vacuole. So, we have another type of living organism called unicellular organism, which means it's an organism which is composed, the whole body is composed of one cell. As what means, is that actually appearing? Yes, it is, because we have some bacteria or fungus which is consisting of one cell. It's a microorganism. We can't see it with our eyes, but we can see under a microscope at the laboratory as a yeast, fungus, or bacteria. The unicellular organism can be divided into two types of organisms. Harmful one as bacteria which infect us to be diseased, or a useful one like bacteria in yogurt, in milk, which help us to make yogurt and cheese. So, we have a small assessment here, but before it, I would like you to make a quick summary for the lesson. The cell is a unit structure of living organism, and the cell is a lot of cells composing tissues, and a lot of tissues together composing organs, a lot of organs composing systems. The yeast fungus is a unicellular living organism which is used in a lot of industries, such as making bread or making alcohol. Thank you. Okay, we have an exercise and activity, so please prepare yourself with a paper and a pen and choose the correct answer with me. Which of the following can be existed in a plant cell and doesn't exist in an animal cell? Okay, A. Nucleus, B. Chloroplast, C. Cytoplasm, D. Plasma membrane. Okay, exactly. It's a chloroplast. It's a chloroplast. The space is an example of a unicellular living organism. Of course, it's a yeast fungus. All the following can be found in a yeast fungus except The yeast fungus consists of a cytoplasm, nucleus, and cell wall, but no, yes, it doesn't have a chloroplast. Compare between the structure of a plant and animal cell. Yes, the comparison. The plant cell has nucleus, but the animal cell has also nucleus. The yeast fungus has also nucleus. The three types of cells have a cytoplasm, but the plant cell has a chloroplast, the animal doesn't, and the yeast fungus also doesn't. Thank you. Thank you for continuing the video with me. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you study well and prepare yourself for your exam. Thank you.